What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Devil's Plan Season 3 is underway, and I cannot wait for the new season of Devil's Plan. But I wanted to make a video about my hypothetical people that I would love to just see play the game, and some people that I just had in mind since I watched the first season. And y'all, like, this is kind of a crazy list, but some of these people, like, I really want to see playing, and there's people that I feel like would just be like a fun character to be on the show. So let's just get right into it. All right, so I'm going to start off my list with my girl, Kim Harren. Absolutely loved her on season 2 of Devil's Plan, and I really want her to come back. I feel like she just wasn't her element, and she is such great TV. Like, it's hard to find women that are so, like, cutthroat to play the game. I really want her to come back and just do her big one. I want her to go farther in the game. I feel like if she was to play for a second time, she would be extremely underestimated. So I just want to see that arc come to play. Then again, people might remember her for being pretty cutthroat, but I feel like she's like one of like the main women I want to see come back and play another season. Next up, I have someone that might be unfamiliar to most. I have Jung Suk, also known as Eunyeol from I Am Solo season 20, which is a dating show. And her time on the show, she was quite a character. I feel like she's probably like on the Hall of Fame from the show just because her personality just was so out of box and crazy. But she's also extremely smart. She said on the show that she was at the top of her class from 7th to 12th grade, and she also graduated college with an engineering degree. So she's extremely smart, and she has a great TV personality, so I'm surprised that people haven't reached out to her before to get on other shows. And another thing that I want to add is that she also worked with LG Electronics for over a decade, and she helped commercialize a popular laptop from that company. So she is well rounded. Next up, I have Nam Janice from University Wars season 1. She is a Harvard graduate, and her major was math. I'm surprised. Well, I'm not sure if they have reached out to her before. I feel like she'll be a great addition for Devil's Plan. She's pretty. I feel like they'll get a lot of clicks and likes just visually because, you know, she's gorgeous. But I would love to see her play on another survival show. And honestly, she's older, she's wiser, so I just would love to see the older version of her play. And honestly, University War isn't a political type of show. Like on Devil's Plan, it's a little bit more political, so I just would love to see her in that scope. So yeah, reach out to Janice, please. Bloody Game has Haesung on lock, so I had to pick someone from Singles Inferno, and I had to think, but I didn't have to think super duper hard. I feel like the obvious choice would be Nadine from season 2 of Singles Inferno. She is a Harvard graduate. She was on the pre-med track. Last time I checked, she wanted to become a plastic surgeon, and she has graduated university as well, so that means that she is very disciplined, and she also graduated from an Ivy League, which is not easy work at all. But honestly, I want to see her back on my TV screen. I loved her on Singles Inferno. Of course, that's a dating show, so that's a different side of her, but I want to see her on a game show. Like, let's see what she got. I'm not sure if she's open to it right now. I'm not sure if she's in medical school right now or what, but this is more of like a hopeful pick, but I would love to see her on Devil's Plan. Next up, I have Miss Maneater, one of the best to ever do it. I have Jimin. Y'all know I have to mention my girl, but the crossover would be insane. I want to see her in a different format. Bloody Game is just so aggressive and just a lot going on. Devil's Plan is more of like an easygoing atmosphere. Of course, it's still like pretty political, but you think about the game. In Bloody Game, you got to think about different aspects, but I want to see Jimin on Devil's Plan. I feel like she's like my number one pick if like I had to pick anyone from there to join from like the women's cast. So yeah, I need her on there. She's smart, strategic, and her gameplay is just always so good. To follow up Jimin, I had to put my girl C1 from Devil's Plan season 1. I need to see her play, but I'm not sure like with this format that I have for this video. I want to see her more of like on like an all-star season. I feel like she should be at the top of the list for a potential all-star season, but regardless, I want to see her play again. Definitely one of the best from Devil's Plan to ever do it. She played extremely hard. She was there to win. She was not with the buddy antics. So I need her back on my screen immediately. To follow up my Nadine choice, I'm going to pick Heesun from this latest season of Singles Inferno. She's also really intelligent. She also goes to an Ivy League. She attends CMU. And I just want to see her on a different light. Like, I feel like she's another good pull from a dating show. And I feel like she'll do pretty good. And I just would love to see her kind of exercise her brain a bit on Devil's Plan. So I feel like she'd be a great choice. Netflix already has her contact information. So just go ahead and just reheat those nachos. Like, please. Okay, so let's get into the guys. My first pick for the men, is Sungbum from University War Season 1 and from Bloody Game Season 3. He did extremely well on Bloody Game, and I feel like he has been improving his performance on each show that he has went on. On University War, he went out pretty early, but then he absolutely killed it on Bloody Game, and he would have won if Dungmin was not there. So I feel like Devil's Point, I want to see him in that habit. So I feel like he's my number one pick for men that I would want to pull from the Bloody Game pool, and Jimin would be my number one woman from the Bloody Game pool. So I really want him to get reached out to, because I would love him on Devil's Plan. Speaking of the devil, pun intended, I have Dungmin. I feel like this is just what the fans want to see. We want to see him compete in any type of survival show possible. So of course I want to see him compete on Devil's Plan. It's like a no-brainer. Dungmin is the king of survival shows, and I just would love for him to be on Devil's Plan. The creator of The Genius is actually the creator of Devil's Plan, so I'm pretty sure he has his number, his contact information, so he probably can contact him. Maybe Dungmin just had like some contract issues before, but I'm really hoping that we can get him on a season. But honestly, wouldn't he just win? So it's like, I don't know. But of course I want to see him just compete in any of these missions and games, because this dude is like Superman when it comes to reality TV. My next pick is Jae-hyung from My Siblings Romance, and this is definitely a personality pick. His occupation is an accountant, but I picked him solely because he is absolutely hilarious. I feel like he'll be like a funny character to be on Devil's Plan. Honestly, I was between him and his sister, and I picked him. But I feel like his sister would be a great fit too. Like, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing either one of him. His sister has a fiery personality. I feel like they both were just like so great on TV. Honestly, bring them both back. But I feel like they'll just get eliminated. It'll be funny, but it's a good idea. But yeah, Jae-hyung, I'd love to see him. My next pick is someone that I've wanted to see on Devil's Plan since the very beginning, since season 1, because I feel like he can do extremely well. I have Haechan from NCT, and Devil's Plan always has an idol on their cast, and I feel like Haechan would be a great pick. NCT is a pretty popular band. I've been a fan of them for over a decade. So I've seen him on shows and just in content. He's extremely intelligent and smart. His brain is crazy. Like, he's able to outsmart people. And I feel like he really should join Devil's Plan as the idol pick of the season. Because generally, I feel like if he wasn't an idol, he probably could have become like a doctor or an engineer. He just has that brain capacity to where I feel like he can do anything he wants. And he's extremely funny. And I feel like people just will underestimate him. So I genuinely feel like I would love for him to be an idol pick for a season of Devil's Plan. Next up, I have an unpopular opinion. I have Sunyoung from season 2 of Devil's Plan. I want to see him play again. Like, I feel like he has the potential to come back and really play well. I feel like he just was kind of like tense and kind of afraid to make moves on season 2. But honestly, he was one of my favorite people just based off like introductions. So I genuinely just want to see him play again. And he was on University War. I did not know that. I just saw this on his Instagram. I'm like, oh, like, I am so behind on University War. I've only seen season 1, but there's probably more people from University War that I can pull. Maybe that could be a separate video whenever I watch and catch up on the seasons. But yeah, I want to see him play again. Last but not least, I have the GOAT of Devil's Plan. Dongjae definitely needs another run. I feel like he's like number 1 of like overall who needs a second run on Devil's Plan. He gotta do it again. Like, no shade. Like, the way he went out was just so annoying, and he needs to come back and just run it back. So I feel like this list just wouldn't have been complete if I did not include Dongjae. He needs to come back. I feel like that's what the fans want to see. So if you didn't know, Netflix, if you're watching this video, we need Dongjae back immediately. Alright, so that concludes this video. I am super excited for this upcoming season of Devil's Plan. This is just a list excluding the winners. I would love to see the winners come back, but I feel like they should be a lock-in for like an all-star season. Hungyu, I don't see him coming back. He got such a bad rep for season 2, but I love Hungyu. I want him to come back. But yeah, like, this list, let me know if you guys have any other people that you want to see. I tried to think outside the box and like really think of people who I think could probably be cast. That's why I did have one idol pick and things like that. But I'm interested to know what you guys think.